Welcome to the Climate Change Science Institute at Oak Ridge National Lab. A big focus of the lab is to improve the way society makes decisions about energy and water use, including doing things like building an integrated building and car system that can be printed on a 3D printer and put anywhere in the world. For the Climate Institute, we're quite fortunate to be here at Oak Ridge because we can bring together the scientific experts and the tools to build climate models that can advance the science as well as operate at scales for decision makers. Since most of us experience climate as extreme weather events like drought, floods, and hurricanes, we run these models on one of the fastest supercomputers in the world to examine how these extremes may change over the next 50 to 100 years and what we can do about that. This is important because over the last 100 years, the Earth has warmed by about 1 degree centigrade. That's a rate that's 10 times faster than any rate in the last 800,000 years. So how sensitive human and natural ecosystems respond to these rapid changes is important, as well as the role of human activities in these changes. Here are some of our scientists to tell you a little bit more about the Institute.
The Institute was founded in 2009, really with the goal of trying to transform the way we do climate change research here at Oak Ridge National Laboratory.
Where we have more drought, where we have more powerful hurricanes, more electrical outages from grid disruptions, where the dense populations are relative to where intense hurricanes may fall in the future, we need to understand how climate change will affect our lives.
The best climate model we can make is one that incorporates as much as we know about the Earth system and resolving it on very fine scales, individual thunderstorms all the way up to the global climate. And that's why we need a big team of scientists to develop them and make them run on these big supercomputers that we use. We need those global climate models to faithfully represent everything that we need to understand.
Here at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, we have a long history of long-term, large-scale experiments. And we measure things that we can see above ground, but also things that we can't see that are beneath our feet. The intricacies of plant roots and soil microbes and carbon stored in the soil over long time periods. So we think about what the models might need to better project the future.
Our role in working with the Climate Change Science Institute is working with staff. Being able to take their analysis and their decadal models and utilize that for planning purposes as we start to look and plan for the future resilient electric grid. Monitoring, modeling, and then having a wide situational awareness across the entire energy infrastructure. That can have a significant impact within our planning to help us be better prepared for whether it's drought or understanding that there's going to be more hurricanes coming through. So this information will help reduce that uncertainty.
Increasingly, I think that's going to be how the risks of climate change are going to be managed, is building these connections between those doing the research and have the research tools, but further developing those and making them increasingly relevant to ecosystem services that are important to society and societal well-being, things like agriculture and water resources, energy systems, critical infrastructure.
System managers and risk managers at insurance companies, utilities, water utilities, electrical utilities, airlines. They're asking for more and more tools to help them understand the risks that they face so that they can more powerfully manage those risks and be prepared for the consequences, make adjustments in their business planning. And so we're developing a new extreme events data portal so that analysts can actually study trends in extreme events over time and document the impacts of those extreme events. We want this portal to help stakeholders, government decision makers as well, who need to develop policies to make the country more resilient to extreme events.
Here at the Institute, we've made great strides in understanding the climate system, and we look forward to using this information to help society become less vulnerable to climate change. So if you're interested in this, come join us.